All right. Sorry, everybody. We lost internet.
Sorry, everybody.
I was had a. Let's see if we can get a few up here. Somebody's telling you.
No, it's Twitch.
All right. So that was us there down south. Sorry, lost it. Maybe we'll get somebody pop back up here in a minute. Shoot.
Yeah, maybe we will.
I had a feeling it was going to happen.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe we can get somebody back up here. We messed that one up. Okay, so we're back. It's on you. Did you share it back to down south?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right. So
Wait, no, I didn't. Let me go back. What is showing live behind my profile?
cool.
It hadn't.
All right, maybe we'll get somebody up here. Come on back. Sorry. Gotta love high speed internet
There
in Hugo, North Carolina. I'll be dang.
Okay, I shared it down south.
It's getting late anyway. We lost a bunch of people. Maybe we'll get a few guys back.
Maybe
Is anybody
so.
back up here? We can't tell anymore. Like I said, we lost internet,
Says 3.
but I think one of them is me. Not sure.
And the other one's probably me. Look.
Yeah, I was trying to get back up here where I could see any questions or anything. Boy, it's disappointing. Anyway, we'll get back to it. We're back on YouTube, I think. It says we're back on Instagram.
Really?
For some reason, when we I've noticed for some reason when we jump and we got two panels open and we're on more than one site, Facebook, Instagram, all this it drags for some reason. It drags our system down. I don't know why, man. Let me see if I can get back. Let's see if I can get back on Instagram. Thank you, Connie, for letting us know you can see us again.
It's Connie on YouTube.
Yeah, like I said, I knew our internet kept getting lower and lower and lower for some reason. What do you do? I mean, there's nothing to do. We're back. Like I was saying, I guess most people will go back and look at this later anyway. Like I said, we packed up. We packed our equipment up. Now that we're back, we'll try to finish. I think we were talking about we went down to the basement. I think it's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So we went down in the basement. We didn't feel anything or get any certain way.
There's 3 people watching on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we do have a few people. All right, guys, we're getting a few popping back up here.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I kept talking about the internet on our end, and it finally let go. Gotta love it. I'm paying for high speed internet here, and I'm not getting what I'm paying for, which is, hey, I will say it's 1,000 times better than what we had before the holidays.
Yeah.
We're just having some issues with it now. I don't know what's going on. We're getting like a fourth of
what we should be getting.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Connie. So we were talking about we basically we didn't debunk it. I think over time when you get to Zach Bagans, You get the Ghost Brothers. You get all the big name people who have been to Bobby Mackey's. Start making up things to make the site or Bobby Mackey's sound bigger and sound better and catch more attention on the internet.
What about what my dude Zach was telling the people about the basement, the symbol on the floor?
Oh yeah, we heard some stories of when Zach was there. Ghost Adventure guys were there, and they were basically making up stuff right in front of the people in charge, which was flat out. They were just telling lies right there. That's not coming from me and Riley. That's coming straight from Laura with Gatekeeper Paranormal. She was like, man, they're not telling the whole truth. So what we were saying, it's never been a slaughterhouse. They were not dropping animals through the portal to hell, as it's called, hole out to the rivers. That didn't happen. It was never a slaughterhouse. So the next thing was said that the two guys, I don't even know their name. Do you remember their names?
One of them's named like Alonzo.
Yeah, there's two guys who ended up getting a pregnant lady, not getting a lady pregnant, but for somehow ended up basically
decapitating her and throwing her head down the well. That never happened at Bobby Mackey.
So yeah, they said these two men, it actually did happen. These guys, I don't know their names. I should know them because I just read about them over the weekend. They did actually chop this lady's head off, and it was said they threw her head down the portal to hell hole in the bottom of Bobby Mackey's. That didn't happen. It didn't even happen on that site. The lady did get her head chopped off a few miles down the road from Bobby Mackey's. The two men who did it did get hung. Back in the in the 1800s, they were hanging people. Kind of feel like they should bring it back now. You might see the crime rate drop like crazy.
Yeah,
that's my opinion on it.
Mine too.
So, why did I say that? I shouldn't have said it, but I do feel like there's no respect for the law. There's no respect for anybody anymore. But there's something about seeing death, and it's not a good thing, and seeing that you have repercussions for the actions that you do or don't do, knowing that you're going to get in trouble instead of getting slapped on the wrist and getting sent to prison and getting fed 3 meals a day. Yeah. Getting to work out every day, watch TV. You get to do all that shit in prison now. So anyway, those two guys did get hung for cutting that lady's head off, and it was said that, and I think this may be true, they were going to haunt that place, that land, forever. So that's kind of how it got started. They were going to haunt the people who actually were involved with finding them guilty for killing that lady and chopping her head off. But her head was not dropped down in that hole. They didn't kill her on Bobby Mackey's property. So those were two things that have said happened there, and that's why this place is haunted. Those things didn't happen there. But there were a lot of things that did happen. There's a lot of people been killed there. A lot of people, when it was a biker club, there was some killings there. Before that, when the Mafia had it, we feel like the Mafia had it. Downstairs, there is what they call a jail. The bars were not on the room now. It's a mason, concrete, brick part of the building.
3-foot walls. And they would take people down there and they would keep them down there and they would punish them for not being able to pay.
Yeah, we feel like that's what, and
for the games.
So that's what happened if you were caught stealing or whatever happened to you. Those guys would take care of you down there. They didn't call the law. I feel like a lot of that might have something to do with lives lost there and why it's haunted. I'm sure it's got something to do with it. But that room is called, I think, as Brittany was saying, it's called the Room of Faces.
Yeah, you can see faces in the wall of that room.
Like I said, it's a cement wall, thick concrete walls. So that place is very quiet, very dark, no windows. So, I mean, you just know when I went in there, I got zero feelings in the so-called portal to hell room. I got nothing in there. I even told Riley, I said, man, I feel like some things probably have happened in here, but I feel like that room over there that's made out of concrete, it is soundproof. It's fixed where you could go in there and probably have your way with somebody. You could kill them. I'm not saying their body wasn't dropped in that hole. I have no clue about that portal hole.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever been dug up. I don't know that. But I think if it was the mafia, possibly could get rid of bodies in there.
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure, but that's a good possibility.
It only makes sense.
I don't feel like that, like I said, that same portal to hell hole, I don't feel like it's piped all the way to the river because I don't feel like a body will go that way, because it's too far away.
Yeah.
There's no flowing water in it. Anyway, that's my theory. I may be totally wrong, but I do feel like, anyway, so we decided that we were going to get, very intense in there. A lot of energy in that room. You could feel it. So we all ended up, we did the Estes method in there, all of us as a group. I will not go into details about it because some of it, we did the Estes, and I'll just say several of us, we got a heavy feeling in there. Ethan at one time had to walk out. His chest was hurting. He just felt a lot of pressure. Chastity, you'll hear from her. This is coming from me, not coming from her. I don't want to give away anything. I know she's going to put out some crazy video evidence anyway. She was very heavy feeling. I felt like me and Riley were right at home because we've been to several nasty places lately, and when I went in that room, I was already thinking without telling him, because I wasn't trying to put thoughts in his head, nor was I trying to put thoughts in Chastity's head, who is not, and V and Brittany and Ethan. I wasn't sure how much they had experienced. I know Chastity's seen some people who were been possessed. I know she's dealt with people who've been possessed, which is wild just to think about it. But I know that me and him and Dylan, we've been in a few places that I had the same feeling that I got when I went inside.
Portal to hell.
When I went inside, not the portal to hell.
That room.
Not that room. The
face room.
The room of faces. I'm not sure what other people were getting in there. Whoever else has investigated that place. As a matter of fact, we were talking about it earlier today. We got in that room and we got hung up in there so long we didn't even get to explore the rest of the basement. There's been said to seen in the dressing rooms a certain lady. I don't know her name. I'm sure. Johanna. Who is that?
She was a dancer at the salon. It was.
Okay, so she was a dancer there. Did she die there or anything?
She did, I believe.
I don't know the history on that.
She was the girl who poisoned herself right after she poisoned her father for killing the man who got her pregnant.
Oh my gosh! See, I don't know about all that. Did any of that happen there?
Yeah.
Geez, see, I mean, all these things are coming. So I didn't know that. If I'd known that, so it's been said that you could go down in the basement, down from where we were at. Probably V and Brittany and Ethan and Chastity, they might have went down there to those dressing rooms while we were upstairs. I don't know. I forgot about the dressing room. Now I wish we'd have went down there to them.
We can load up in the car and go back.
No, I'm done. That's a long ways. But supposedly you can go in there in that room. And I think there's 2 dressing rooms, and sometimes they say some people have seen a lady in there.
I know.
Her, Johanna.
I know. I walked by Johanna's.
Yeah, we walked in there. There's a mirror in there.
Yeah, and they say when you look in that mirror, you can see somebody staring back at you, a woman.
So I looked in the mirror.
And I looked in it. And when I was in the hallway looking in the mirror while I was talking to Chastity, who was in front of me, I looked to the right in the mirror and I saw something.
Yeah.
And I said, damn it, I'm just going to keep walking.
Yeah, I don't know. I
didn't see nothing,
but I didn't like stare in it.
Yeah.
Because I got a weird feeling about staring in mirrors now. I used to didn't think nothing of it, but I don't stare in the mirrors no more, man.
Yeah, I don't want
especially in places like that. But I do wish we'd have went down there and tried to make communication with somebody on that end of the basement. Hey, how do we know that she won't in that room we were in?
I know there was something really dark in that room we were in.
So I don't know if you know anything about that room of faces. That's the concrete room I'm telling you about. It's quiet. It's isolated. You can close yourself in there with somebody and do whatever, and nobody would know about it. It's just how it is. You can look at the walls right now. We got pictures of them too. We'll show that. And they call it the room of faces for a reason, because there's different shades in the concrete: dark gray, light gray, and man, you can stand there. If you just sit there, faces will start appearing. You will have visions. You will see different faces of different people in the wall, which is very wild. But anyway, we decided, we all felt the uneasiness and the heaviness in that room more than anywhere else. Chastity felt it right to start with. As soon as she went in that place in the creepy corner on the first floor, she said, "I've felt a way I haven't felt in a long time up here." But I really didn't get that feeling until we went in there. I didn't tell Riley. I didn't tell anybody. But I felt kind of heavy. I had that feeling. You know when you get that feeling.
Shit's about to go down.
You know when you get that feeling. So we did the Estes. I ended up finishing it off as these guys were asking questions to this day, right this minute. It's been a few days now. I have no clue what they were asking. I had the headphones on. I had my spirit box blasting. Y'all probably could hear my spirit box.
Yeah, we could.
I couldn't hear a thing in that room but spirit box. I intentionally had it loud so I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear nothing. You would have to physically walk over there and touch me so I'd know that, something's going on.
Yeah.
But from what they were saying, I was getting some wild, very plain words were started coming up through my spirit box, not our angel box, our regular ghost box, spirit box. It went from so much static to, it was a little bit of static, but it was flat out plain words. And I knew when they started happening in succession, as I'm sitting there, I'm sitting here thinking, Brittany said accurate responses. To this minute, I don't know what they were asking. I don't, because we recorded it and I haven't even looked at it yet. It's on my phone. I'm sure V was recording. Brittany, you guys were probably recording.
Chastity was holding your phone.
Yeah, so I had my our Phasm camera in the corner set up, and just so you guys know, when we got in the basement, we lost
audio.
We lost audio on our camera. We didn't know that until today when we started looking back. But after Chastity did the Estes, and when I started, our camera, the battery died, and we had a brand new battery put in it. Should last at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I went through 3 batteries there. Didn't have a backup battery pack, but it died when it was my turn to do the Estes. But I'm just saying, it was plain words. How long did we do it? I don't even know, man. It seemed like 30 minutes, but it might not have been about 10 minutes. I don't know.
30 minutes. I mean,
tell me one thing you asked that you remember.
Were you a member?
Oh yeah, I do remember saying that. So as we're sitting there, something happened in the light. Did the lights go out on their own?
Yes.
Okay, so we didn't have no light in there. It was actually a light on one of the, maybe V's camera.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
On their recorded, somebody had a light. It lit up the room a little bit.
V.
So apparently the light went out. I don't know, how long did it take before like Brittany said, the spirit come through and it was like a little bit of a laugh. I could make out a little bit of a laugh, but it was a plain out sentence, as plain as an English teacher would teach you how to say it. The dark is better.
And then the light went out.
And then I don't know if so he turned his camera off. Okay. So he turned it off when I heard that. I wasn't sure if the light turned off and I said that, or if it said that and then he turned the light. Okay, well, that makes sense. Oh, right then. Okay. So yeah. So that was kind of, I'm sitting there thinking, what the heck's just happened here? But we were too far in it to get out at that time anyway.
Yeah.
There were some plain words. I remember saying "shut up" a few times.
And remember, after all the words came through, you told me the most demonic sounding guttural growl came through.
Well, that was when we, toward the end of it, after all this stuff's been going on, I'm not going to post my video. I want to talk to Chastity and Brittany, Ethan, V. We'll all talk because I don't want to mess up what I'm sure she'll be working on. We'll come up with a plan, but I'm pretty sure we'll show this. We're going to show a lot more, but we're definitely probably figure out how to show this Estes session we had in the Room of Faces. I want to see it now. I haven't even seen it. I haven't looked at it's on my phone. I haven't looked at the video. So I'm just curious how the answers I was hearing, the words I was hearing, correlate with the questions that were being asked. I do know, I'll tell you this at the end. I remember that Brittany, the dark is better. But I remember at the end, as Riley said, and I was kind of, I wasn't scared at all, but I was just, it was getting intense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was like the words started off far apart. You might get a word every 30 seconds. I've been to places where we didn't get no words.
Yeah.
Dylan, we got a few. Dylan's good at the Estes. A lot of times we don't get much at all. We might get one or two words that we can make out, but this was the first place I've ever been that I can make out so many words in succession, not back to back. Well, I do remember maybe a few words come through, and then there was a pause. I don't know if it was because y'all had quit. I don't know. I hadn't heard. I didn't hear, but I'm curious how many words I was getting they made sense of what y'all were asking.
Close to every one of them.
Not all. It don't need to be all of them because I feel like that's somebody would say, "Well, you could hear if you can answer that," but I couldn't hear a damn thing. But Spirit Box,
actually. I know, and we could all hear the Spirit Box. You had it that loud. Everybody in the room could hear that Spirit Box, how loud it was.
Yeah, I had it wide open.
And you had headphones
and the headphones were on tight. There's no way I could hear anything outside of that.
All I know is whenever you said, I've just got the nastiest growl come through.
I remember what I said. I'm sitting there and this, it's like the words during this Estes, like I said, it was so much different than the ones we've done in the past, recently and in the past. Like I said, the words got quicker. The words got, to me, it felt like they were stronger words. There's a lot of laughing, it was almost like you were a part of a mockery. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was like something was taking us all down a road, leading up for something that I'm sitting there thinking, okay, man, these words, what am I saying? I just said that, I heard that, and then it's another word and another word and another word. It's like I felt like I was going through a tunnel and it was getting faster. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this thing's taking us for a ride. And then all of a sudden, I heard the nastiest. I didn't say demonic growl, but I didn't say demonic. I don't think I did. I may have, but I'm not saying it was demonic, but I will say it was a nasty growl.
And as
bone chilling. It'd take a lot to rattle me now. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but when you're already in there and you're into it and you got the headphones on, it's dark, and then
pitch black,
and then things are happening. It's like, dude, it was the perfect environment for something to happen, and it was like it wasn't like a bear growl. It was just it was a growl laugh. It's just weird, man. I'm just saying it was weird. And I took the headphones off. I said, all right, that's enough. Because it was like I felt like I was being taken somewhere I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm done. And I'm sitting there looking at them, and they're all looking at me. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, you heard all them words. What kind of questions were you asking? Because I wanted to know at that time. We talked about a little bit of it. Truthfully, I about forgot already today. So
as soon as he said that loud, evil growl came through, at my feet in that room, I was sitting in a chair, maybe a good 10 foot away from Father here. And at my feet, that flux light that shows a spirit's presence very close to it started going off like crazy. And right before it started going off, our psychic wonder, Chastity, had literally just told me there was something evil or big crawling on the floor in front of me.
Okay. That was that when
the light
I heard the growl?
Yeah.
Or was it before when the light went?
It was all right after you heard the growl.
Damn.
Then Chastity said, Riley, there's something right in front of you in the floor crawling.
So she actually visualized.
She saw this thing, whatever it was.
Crawling on the floor. I'm hearing the growl. I'm got the headphones on, spirit box rolling.
Yeah.
Lights are out, and the flux light starts going off.
At my feet, literally.
But now you're sitting right beside the door.
Yeah.
You're sitting You're sitting in the doors immediately to your right. So
yeah,
if something come through the door, it would have been beside you first. So anyway.
So I was thinking, well,
that summed it up. That summed it up for me and Riley. Our Uber was in the parking lot, had been there for a while, so we were done. That finished it up.
I was ready. GTF out of there.
We'd have stayed. We would have stayed, but
yeah, I would have stayed longer.
Our Uber, my wife and my daughter were out in the parking lot, and they were like asleep, and they were tired of waiting on us. And I don't blame them. So
yeah,
it was late. It was already like 1:30.
Yeah,
but I think Chastity, V, Brittany, and Ethan, I think you guys stayed. I don't know what else y'all did. We'll let you guys talk about it. Maybe we can get Brittany. Maybe we can get you guys up here. We'll try to hog tie Chastity and V and get them up here.
Chastity's getting up here next week.
Okay, so by next week we'll be going through all our evidence from Bobby Mackey's. Riley's got his work cut out. We got a lot of video.
Yeah.
5 or 6 hours of EVPs.
Yeah.
We're gonna have something, guys.
Yeah, we're going to have something by this coming Wednesday.
I'm just saying we got a lot of evidence. There's no telling what Chastity and Brittany, all you guys got. But like I said, we'll have a lot too. Maybe we can combine it, put it together. And but anyway, I will say that Estes method, that Estes session was probably, for me, with the headphones on, hearing everything coming through, was probably more intense than anyone I've ever done.
Yeah.
I wish Dylan was there.
I do too.
To get some of it. We missed him. And Angel was supposed to go. Angel couldn't go because of work-related issues, I guess. It'd been great to have Angel there too. He would have had a great time there.
Yeah.
And sadly, the place will be torn down. Like I said, they're going to have an auction of all the interior stuff. It's already laid out. They're getting preparing for an auction to get rid of a lot of that memorabilia, old signage and stuff, and then they're going to tear it down. So Bobby Mackey's that building is fixing to be a has been. So I'm glad we did go.
Yes, I am too.
We're fine. A lot of people were worried about us going. We're fine.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is we weren't worried. I feel like if you ever get worried and you're scared, that's when things happen to you.
Yeah.
We were like, dude, we've been in some crazy bad places already. So we're cool.
Yeah.
But we're fine. We made it home fine.
Yeah.
Glad we went. Learning lesson. We learned a lot. Every time we go, we learn something new. Anyway, I will say I am sorry we got lost. We got cut off our internet.
Yeah.
Thank you all for the ones who come back up here. Thank you for the ones who will watch it later.
Thank you very much.
Chastity will be on next Wednesday night. We'll go back to Wednesday night unless something happens. we couldn't, like I said, we couldn't do last night because we got home from Kentucky so late. We didn't have time enough to prepare, and we were war slam out. So anyway, thank you all. Brittany, you guys get your evidence together, and we're gonna make something big off this one. There's gonna be a lot of evidence. The place is haunted. It is haunted. I don't know if it's like I don't know. It depends on how you think it is, but the place, without a doubt, Bobby Mackey's is haunted. I don't think it's as bad as it was at one time.
Yeah.
But we definitely spiked some entrance down in the basement, not in the portal to hell room. The room of faces, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Me and him, we got lots of spirit box communication upstairs and on the first floor in one room. Is when we got a lot there. Got somewhere the guy got exorcised.
Yeah.
Got a big orb there. Yeah, Brittany. I think we we saw lots of orbs. We found out some of it was some dust, I think, but we definitely got a few. We got a baseball size orb in one of them. She said they've started going over their footage and got some orbs. Yeah, I think there's a lot of orbs, a lot of activity. I think if the place was still open and it was still in its glory of a bar and dancing and bands and all that,
there would be much more.
I think there would be more activity upstairs where we were at. But I will say we got enough down in the room of faces.
Yeah,
I think that might be intense. Some people might not even want to watch it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's going to make a lot of you guys. I think it's going to make your skin crawl when you see what we were dealing with.
It really is.
It's a little bit nasty. Not nasty as vulgar, but
dark.
It's a little bit dark.
It's dark.
But it ain't the first time we dealt with that, so I ain't really worried about it. I'm just preparing you all now. And then, like I said, me, Riley, and Dylan, we've told our guys, our followers before. If you're new ones, Chastity, we've met through Chastity. We're appreciative of that. But what we'll never do, down south won't do, we'll never fake it like the people do. You're gonna get it like it is. If there ain't nothing there, we're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
If it's a good spirit, we're gonna tell you. If it's got a little negativity to it, we're gonna tell you. But we won't be making things up. That ain't how we roll. We'd rather just say, man, there ain't nothing going on here, and move on to the next one.
Can I comment on what you said?
Yeah. Absolutely.
About you saying the video might be a little dark.
Yeah.
I will tell you, my idol that I admire, that I like listening to their music, he said, in most occasions, you got to go through a lot of bit of darkness to get through a little bit of light.
Yeah.
You got to go through the darkness to find the light.
Sounds like a Disturbed song to me.
It is.
Anyway, y'all, we're here. We're safe. Brittany and Ethan's made it home safely. Chastity and V, I think those guys finally made it home.
I sure hope
we took everything Bobby Mackey's threw at us. So, hey, we live to play another day.
Yeah. Now it's on to the next one.
Yep.
And luckily for all of the followers and for the team ourselves, we've got the black box and the direct link back in play.
Yeah, we actually had to send some equipment off. We had some issues with some of it. We were hoping it would come back before we left to go to Bobby Mackey's, but it actually come back. It was a day late. But anyway, we knew that before we sent it. Austin Maynard, J.W. Prather, IDC.
IDC device.
Yep. Austin got our stuff, and man, he fixed what was broken and got it sent back to us. It was just we were a day late getting it to him. That's our fault, not those guys' fault. So
and we even got a new device.
Yeah, we actually got a little something Austin's made. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of like a REM pod, but it works off of like a microwave technology. That's old technology for some. I know Angel understands it. We don't. We'll try it out and see. It looks like a pretty cool device.
Which reminds me, I got one thing I want to update everybody on. Let me look at the messages real quick.
Update it, boy.
Let me find Austin Miner's chat right there. Go back to the first one I sent.
Brittany, I still can't wait. I hope you guys find a lot of evidence.
Oh, the one thing that I am planning on ordering for us that we actually surprisingly do not have yet is called the Polter Pod. I'm probably going to be buying it in the next month or two.
Got to save up after all these trips we've been taking.
Currently on save up mode.
Yep.
But I will be ordering a Polter Pod.
We're I think Angel might be started working on one at one time. Several people building. We had a goal, and we're always looking for new equipment, new technology. We would love to have a spirit box. And look, we got pieces we can add to our spirit boxes right now. One with 0 static. So when you hear something come through, you know it's a word, it's a spirit talking. We have pieces we can add. We have AC minis. We have all that stuff. We can put it on our spirit boxes now and get rid of all
white noise,
all the white noise, all the channeling, all the frequency scrambling. We can get rid of all that right now. But it doesn't. I feel like it cuts back on the things that you're trying to keep also.
Yeah.
But there is technology out there. We've seen some of it in action. Our buddy Angel, he's on top of it. He's working on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get a lot of evidence anyway. I say we're doing, and we're doing better, man. We're learning. We're talking less and listening more.
Well, I don't know. I got a big mouth.
We both do. We both do.
And you just kind of suck.
I do suck. Don't never say you got a big mouth and you suck.
Well,
people might try to be figuring out what I suck. So no, it ain't like that, folks.
Well, I didn't say
it ain't like that.
I didn't say I suck. I said you suck.
I know. I'm just saying though. But when you said you got a big mouth and you suck, some person up there is thinking, "Oh, he suck." Yeah, no.
Big John just got happy up there.
it ain't like that, man. I promise. We're gonna end it on that.
Yeah.
This guy here, man. Anyway, he's sleepy. So anyway, thank y'all.
Thank you.
We'll try to get Chastity and Brittany up here next Wednesday night. You guys be getting your stuff together. We're gonna try not to drag butt like we always do.
And
I'm putting it on him. He's got a whole week to get all this pulled up and listened to and gone through and marked down, and we'll start putting some stuff together with the help of my daughter. She don't know it yet.
Yeah, she is going to be helping.
So anyway, we're going to be putting it together. You guys are going to enjoy it. No doubt when Chastity gets her stuff together, the way she can edit and put together videos after seeing her Henry River Mill video, hers is going to be off the hook. We're trying to get there. We'll get there. But maybe with all of us together. Like I said, I didn't want to give away a lot tonight because I don't want to spoil anything these other guys we went with maybe having. That was just from mine and Riley's perspective. But anyway, thank y'all. We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody coming on. Sorry we got cut off. Our internet got cut off.
Yeah. Sorry. We hope that won't happen this coming week. Yeah,
we're going to take a few days off, of course, and rest up a little bit. We've been wide up, man. We've been rolling.
Yeah, we have.
We've been rolling. But anyway, we're going to start getting some equipment straight. We got some equipment issues. Get things tuned up. Regroup a little bit, figure out where we're going next. And we got some places we're going. We got some local places we're going to go. We're still trying to get back in the Hell House.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to happen. They have not torn it down yet. So when we do, I will be inviting some folks to get some of that because it's all that. It's all that.
It is all that you could ever ask for or even think about asking
Bobby
for.
Mackey's was all that, but it ain't like this place.
Yeah.
It ain't like this place.
It really ain't.
So with that being said, anyway, maybe we'll get back in there before this year's out. And when we do, I feel like we need to have a pure video crew there with us.
Yeah.
And by the time we do that, it probably won't be nothing. But all 3 or 4 times we've been, it's been nasty.
Very nasty.
So I'd love to go in there and cleanse that place. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, I would.
I'd like to go in there and say, hey, man, let us go in there. We know what's here. I feel like the people who've been working on they've been in there trying to work on it. I feel like the people who have been in there have experienced something because people were actually in there trying to remodel this home a month or so ago, and there's been nobody else working there. They worked there for about a week, and they have not been back. So in my mind,
something's happened.
I'm pretty sure they might experience something.
Yeah.
No doubt they probably did. The spirits told us they were happy. They couldn't wait for somebody to try to tear it down. They told us that. Anyway, we're jumping off. We're trying to get off here.
No,
anyway, thank y'all.
Awesome.
Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Tomorrow's Friday. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. And we look for us next Wednesday night. If nothing changes, next Wednesday night.
At 8 p.m. sharp.
Prepare yourself for the perspective from everybody else who was there. With that being said, lay it out.
Until then, y'all keep in check with the page or look for any notifications that may come from the page. But other than that, at the end of the day, you can catch us at that down, south, out.
Good night.